Last election in the new riding of Vancouver Granville. Before I start, I'd just like to make mention of our esteemed president of the Conservative Party of Canada, Scott Lamb, is in the back there. He's president. And of course, I'm here tonight to introduce to you my friend, Andrew Saxton. Having run in the last election, I learned that politics is a lot like, well, rock and roll, that the lead singer really does matter. And as we move into this next phase for the Conservative Party and for our country, we're looking for a leader who understands our challenges, who understands our struggles, and who understands that they will be our next Prime Minister. Thank you. Who will put us at ease, so that when we put our head down at night, we'll have that sense of calm, knowing that tomorrow will be better than today. We're proud that our Conservative Party is the party of confederation, of the Bill of Rights, of free trade. And we need to select a leader who will continue this proud tradition of staking out a bold vision for our country and rallying Canadians around a greater vision than what we just contemplate on our own. Andrew is this leader. He knows that Canada is the greatest country on earth because of the success, drive, and innovation of our people, not because of our government. And he has demonstrated his leadership both in business and, of course, as your member of Parliament 2 times, right here in North Vancouver. Andrew has distinguished himself in the House of Commons in working with the late, great Minister of Finance, Jim Flaherty, in balancing our budgets, cutting our taxes, and getting more money to seniors and others in need. But he also felt immense pride in bringing government home to improve the lives of your friends and your neighbors right here in this riding. Tonight, in the coming weeks and months, you'll hear more about Andrew's vision for building a better and stronger Canada. And if you'll allow me to continue torturing my rock and roll metaphor, as Conservatives, we've got to get ready to put out our next big album. And I believe that Andrew's face should be on the cover, but definitely not without the long hair and tattoos. Friends, without further ado, I am proud and honored to introduce to you the next leader of the Conservative Party of Canada, Andrew Saxton.
Wouldn't Aaron make a terrific member of Parliament? Thank you so much. And wow, look at this room. Thanks to all of you for being here tonight. It means so much to me to have so many familiar faces, so many friends, and so many supporters over so many years here tonight as I venture onto the next part of this journey. It's great to be here in North Vancouver, the place of my birth. I was born just up the street. It's also the place of my home. And it's a place of many renowned organizations, like North Shore Search and Rescue Organization, like North Shore Studios, like the famous Grouse Mountain Sky Ride, right here. We're privileged to live in a country, this place called Canada. We have the Blue Jays, we have ice hockey, and our country offers a natural beauty that is second to none on earth. Each Canadian has access to quality health care, and each individual inherently possesses a vast pool of liberties, human freedoms, and human rights. Beyond that, I believe in the Canadian dream, and hope that every Canadian has for financial security, a home, a healthy family, and opportunities for future generations. It's my belief that this Canadian dream exists, and that it is equally available to all Canadians. It doesn't depend on how much money you have, or what your last name is, or how long you've lived in this country. I know somebody who moved here as a teenager to start a new life. He wanted to go into business, but he didn't have any money. So he got his friends to invest in his company, and he started a finance company, because all he needed was a desk and a telephone. Over the next decade, he and his partners grew that business to the point where they employed thousands of people from coast to coast. This is just one example of someone using their determination and hard work to achieve their Canadian dream. Many Canadians can tell similar stories of success and fulfilled dreams. But right now, the current economic reality is many Canadians cannot. Canadians have big dreams too, but the economic climate and burdens placed on Canadian taxpayers by the Trudeau government mean that economic opportunities are being lost. And as a result, many Canadians have yet to write their success story. Le gouvernement Trudeau, manquant d'expérience, est attaché aux vieilles politiques économiques usées des années 70, politiques qui vont affaiblir notre économie. The inexperienced Trudeau government is committed to the tired and old economic policies of the 1970s that will only drive our nation to mediocrity. It has chosen to spend money that we don't have, projecting a $100 billion deficit over the next 5 years. What happened to those little $10 billion deficits that we were promised in the last election? This tax and spend policy is a short-term fix for a long-term problem. Pierre Trudeau did it in the 1970s, and we are still paying the price. It is that old economic theory that doesn't work in our modern, globalized economy. We cannot spend our way to prosperity. We know what happens to countries that do. Look at Argentina, Venezuela, Brazil, and Greece. It simply doesn't work. Rather than empower Canadians to gain financial security, the Liberals have done nothing but raise taxes, establish more regulation and bureaucracy, and create economic burden for each Canadian. This is driving every Canadian into enormous debt and creating a huge economic burden for generations to come. It doesn't matter how many fabulous selfies you take each day. It's just a new face on an old style of government. It won't help people achieve their dreams for tomorrow or have the security for today. I have seen the difference between good and bad governments and the vast impact they can have on people's lives. And you have too. We had an NDP government here in British Columbia in the 1990s. That was a lost decade. Thousands of people and entire industries packed up and left. British Columbia became a have-not province. We simply can't afford to have that happen on the national level. Et c'est pourquoi je suis ici ce soir pour annoncer que je suis candidat à la chefferie du Parti conservateur du Canada. And that is why I'm here tonight to say that I'm seeking the leadership of the Conservative Party of Canada. Runs on the hope and will of its people and through their confidence in its future. Canadians need to know that they have a government, a strong government with strong leadership and fundamentally sound economic policies that will keep Canada ahead of the economic curve. It is my goal to restore the economic stewardship, the sound economic stewardship, regain confidence in our economy, and once again present Canada as an example to the world of an economy that works for its people. Leading the Conservative Party of Canada will be a tremendous challenge, but it is one that I am prepared to face and to succeed in because every step from my past education, work experience, and political life has prepared me to do so. J'ai plus de 30 ans d'expérience dans des postes de direction, dans le secteur privé au gouvernement, et cette expérience était liée à l'économie et à la gouvernance. I have more than 30 years of experience in the private sector and in government. And this experience is directly relevant to economics and to leadership. 16 of those years, I've worked in senior positions with two of the world's largest banks in Europe, New York, Vancouver, Hong Kong, and Singapore. I have served the riding of North Vancouver and our nation for 7 years as Member of Parliament. As Parliamentary Secretary to the President of the Treasury Board and to Finance, I was part of the team that brought us through the worst global disaster, economic disaster since the Great Depression, and brought us back to balanced budget a few years later. budget. A lot happens in a year. Together we established policies that developed a thriving national economy and kept our economy safe and secure. Because of sound conservative leadership and financial policies, Canada emerged with the best economy in the G7 and one of the healthiest economies in the world. However, there are new storm clouds on the horizon. Look at what's happening in Europe and the instability caused by Brexit. In the United States, we have 2 presidential candidates talking about rewriting NAFTA and opting out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And back home, here in Canada, there is plenty of economic turmoil. With the oil industry taking huge hits, Alberta and Newfoundland are already feeling the brunt of the storm, and it can soon come to a province near you. I am the only candidate with significant financial experience in both the private sector and in government. I have had the trust and support of the Prime Minister to contribute to the financial stewardship of our country and to be a strong advocate for Canada's bold and innovative economic policies. Building on my broad support of business and community leaders, as well as grassroots party members across the country, I now join a number of my colleagues in a nationwide leadership contest to select the next leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. For the next 8 months, I will travel this country and engage Conservatives in the conversations we need to have to bring renewal and revitalization to our party. And listen, I will. I believe in the Canadian dream, where everyone has the opportunity through hard work and determination to achieve their dreams, whatever they are. Our country has all the ingredients necessary to create prosperity for all Canadians, but we will only achieve our full and rich potential when all individual citizens succeed. As leader, I will be asking my government every day, what are we doing to help Canadians achieve their dreams? En tant que chef de parti, je demanderai chaque jour à mon gouvernement, que peut-on faire de plus pour aider les Canadiens à atteindre leurs rêves? I would be committed to creating a vibrant, free, and unfettered economy that gives Canadians the opportunity to contribute and share in the progress and prosperity of this nation. In closing, I would like to acknowledge the fabulous support of my fiancée, Brandy, wherever she is. Thank you very much. As my family and friends, all of you, the constituents of North Vancouver, all the Conservatives in the room tonight, thank you for coming out tonight to demonstrate your support for my candidacy. Thank you all for being here. Merci pour votre présence ce soir. Good night, and please have a safe trip home. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, she does. Steve.